everyone, I have another Christmas in July card for you featuring Spellbinders Gorgeous Jasmine and a beautiful new foil plate called Cross Lines Card Front. And I had to throw in a couple of other new products. I began by hot foiling dark pink cardstock in Aura with the new Cross Lines Card Front plate. I'm cutting down the panel with one of the rectangular dies from a nesting die set. I'm also using one of the new dies from the Essential Diamonds. Essential Diamonds is a nesting die set, and one of the smaller dies fits perfectly in the center of this panel. I've die cut a number of the jasmine flowers and leaves from the Jasmine die set. I'm going to fill out this Christmas floral design with a number of die cuts from the new Parcel and Post Christmas decorations set. Before I lose any of those small berries, I'm just going to pop them on that leafy sprig, and then I'll start putting together the jasmine. I'm using Susan's Garden Ultimate Toolkit to shape these flowers. There are quite a number of shaping techniques, and this kit comes with everything that you would need to do them. The jasmine is a simple flower to shape. The flower petals are placed face down on the molding mat. I'm using one of the small ball tools to make circular motions on each of the petals to cup them. And then I flip them over right side up and depress them in the center. And they're shaped as easy as that. I'm using 2 of the layers of petals for each flower, a little bit of glue in the center of one petal, and then the second petal is offset on top of it. And while the glue is drying on the flowers, I'm going to start shaping the flower centers. I just roll the stamens around the end of my craft pick and then use a little dab of glue to finish off the end piece. Although easy to do, it would have been easier yet if I'd thought to use my tweezers. Before the stamens are adhered to the middle of the flower, I depress it one more time to pop up those petals. A dab of glue is placed in the middle of the flower, and then the stamens are popped on and set aside to dry completely. The front panel is going to have some dimensions, so I use the next largest size of Essential Diamonds to cut some cheap foam. The diamond on the panel is a little bit smaller than that on the foam, so there's no chance that any of that foam is going to peek through. After the panel is stacked onto the foam, it's set aside to dry completely. I'm going to use the same rectangular nesting die that was used to cut out the panel to cut some white glitter cardstock. In trimming off the excess foam from the panel, I do so at an angle just to ensure that the foam is not going to show. This panel is then adhered to the glitter cardstock panel and set aside to dry completely. A touch of glue is applied to the tips of the greenery and the flower petals. They are then sprinkled with some chunky glitter just to add some more holiday flair. After I apply the glue, I like to flatten it out so that there are no ridges. When the glue is dry, it will be clear, and all you will see is a little hint of sparkle. Before I begin the assembly of the spray of flowers, I'm just going to make some adjustments with those stamens and spread them out a little bit so that they look more natural. The first thing that I'm going to do is create a foundation of greenery that the flowers are going to sit on. The leaves will frame one side of the diamond. The basis of the frame will be formed with 2 leaves from the Jasmine die set. Remaining greenery and the pretty bow that will finish it off are from the Parcel and Post Christmas decorations set. The frame is adhered to one side of the diamond. The top of the spray is finished off with a pair of holly leaves and a pretty pink bow. The pink bow looks a little bit lost right now, but I'm going to add on some additional layers to make it stand out. It's just a matter of arranging all of the jasmine flowers on the spray. I find that taking the time to create that foundation piece, which in this case is the leaves, makes it very easy to arrange the flowers. As I work my way down the spray, I just stagger the flowers back and forth along that main stem. I finish up with the one larger flower, which has an absence of petals on one side and is perfect to tuck right into the end of the spray. I'm using a simple sentiment strip for this card from a gorgeous new set called Glitter Wishes. This set has loads and loads of sentiments. It was foiled using my favorite hot foil, Aura, and then die cut with the accompanying die for this set. The sentiment strip is going to be adhered to the middle of the bow and swept off to one side so that it tucks in amongst the flowers. 2 more bows have been die cut and they'll be aligned to the one underneath the sentiment tag. Just a dot of glue in the center will be used to adhere them. When the adhesive is dry, then both sides of the bow will be flared up so that it stands out. Card front is adhered to an A2 size top folding card base. This card is finished up with pink opalescent color essential sequins. This is a new line of embellishments by Spellbinders. They are just gorgeous. And to give them just a little pop amidst all the flowers and greenery, I top them up with Nouveau Crystal Drops Morning Dew. When the morning dew dries, it is clear, giving them a jewel-like appearance. And that wraps up this Christmas in July card featuring some new products by Spellbinders, Jasmine and Crossed Lines card front. Thank you so much for stopping by, and as always, I appreciate your visit.